Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Snowman1999 here, and we are back with another Minecraft video here on the channel. Today, I will be showing you, ladies and gentlemen, how you can build Kevin the Sea Cucumber. It's another side character from the show SpongeBob. But, ladies and gentlemen, just go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for daily pixel art builds just like this. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, to build Kevin the Sea Cucumber, you will need a block of gold, block of emeralds, or you can use green wool, green concrete, pink concrete, orange concrete, white, and go ahead and grab some purple concrete. I'll be building mine here. Let's go ahead and start by doing 4 dark gray, just like this. Let's do a white diagonal, place one right beside of it, and 1 dark gray. Okay. Let's go ahead and skip 1 block. Let's place 2 blocks of emeralds, just like this. Right here, let's place a green concrete. Let's place 1 here as well. And then going up, let's place an emerald. Let's do a green concrete. Let's do 2 emerald going up, 1 green concrete. And guys, I almost forgot another block. I am so sorry. Let's grab some brown concrete. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start right here with our brown. Let's do 1 brown. Let's do 1 going up, and then 2 right beside of it, just like this. Okay, now let's bring our brown concrete down, hang it by 3, just like this. And now we are going to go this way. I want you guys to count. Let's do 6 brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's go down right here. Place a brown concrete. Alright, skip 1. And right here, let's do a block of emerald. Let's do green. 1 going to our right. Do 2 more right underneath of it. And then let's do a block of emerald. Let's do white concrete and a white concrete diagonal, just like this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's head up. Alright, let's do a brown concrete hanging. And then let's bring our brown concrete all the way down to the end, just like this. For our next row, let's do another brown hanging. And then let's bring our brown concrete all the way down to the end. Alright, let's do our next row, starting right here. Bring our brown concrete down to the end, just like this. And then for our next row, let's start right here and then place 2 going to our left. Alright guys, wait a minute. Okay, so let's come back here. So we got 3 brown concrete. Let's place 1 more brown concrete down on that end. Okay, let's go ahead and fill this in with brown concrete, just like this. For our next row, let's do another row of brown concrete. For our next row, let's do 3 brown. Let's skip 2. Well, or you can just place 2 dark gray. Let's go ahead and do. Let's do 6 blocks of emeralds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 dark gray. 2 brown concrete. And then let's do a brown right here. And just do 1 and 2 on top, just like that. For our next row, let's do a brown concrete diagonal. Place a green on top. And then right beside of our green, going to our left, let's do 2 blocks of emeralds and 1 green. Okay, for our next row, Let's just bring our block of emeralds down. Let's hang it by 1 at the very end, just like this. Alright. Let's come 2 blocks over, and right here, let's go up and let's place a green concrete. Now bring your blocks of emeralds down, just like this. Starting back right here, let's do 1 block of emerald, 1 green concrete, and then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of emeralds, just like this. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and do 5 blocks of emeralds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 1 green, 1 block of emerald, 1 green. Let's go ahead and do 4 more blocks of emeralds. Let's do 1 green. And then let's bring our block of emeralds down, just like this. And then let's do 1 green concrete. For our next row, let's do a green concrete, skip 1. And then starting here, let's do 3 blocks of emeralds. Let's do 2 green. Let's bring our blocks of emeralds down to right here. And then right here, let's do a green concrete. And then simply bring your blocks of emeralds down to the end. For our next row, let's start right here. Let's do 4 blocks of emeralds. 1 green. Let's come down here to where our green concrete is. Let's do 2 going up, just like this. Let's fill this part in with blocks of emeralds. For next row, let's come back to our green here. Let's do 4 blocks of emeralds. Right here, let's do 3 green concrete going straight up. And then right here, let's do 1 block of emeralds and 1 green concrete. Alright, let's start back down here. Let's start right here. Let's do 4 blocks of emeralds, 1 green concrete. Let's do our block of emeralds down, just like this. Let's do 4 more blocks of emeralds, and then 2 more at the very end. For our next row, let's do 1 green concrete. Let's go ahead and place our green concrete right there, down there in the end. Let's do a block of emeralds down just like that. And then let's just bring our blocks of emeralds down to the end, just like this. Okay, so right on top of our green concrete here, let's do 4 more green on top, just like this. Let's come back down here. Let's do 2 green, just like this. And then let's bring our blocks of emeralds down, just like that. For our next row, let's do 3 emeralds, 1 green, 5 blocks of emeralds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 green concrete, and then let's bring our green concrete down and then place 2 green. Alright, for our next row, let's do 2 blocks of emeralds, 2 green, then bring your block of emeralds down to the end, then place 2 green concrete. For our next row, let's do 2 green concrete. I mean, not green concrete, but 2 blocks of emeralds. Do 2 green concrete. Do 4 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. Then let's bring our blocks of emeralds down to the end, and then place 2 green concrete. Okay, for our next row, do 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. Let's go ahead and do another green diagonal right there. And then fill this in with our blocks of emeralds, just like this. And then now, right beside of here, let's just bring it down, just like this. And then finish it with 2 green concrete at the end. For our next row, let's do 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green concrete. Let's do another green concrete here, diagonal. Fill this in with our blocks of emeralds. Finish it, let's do 4 blocks of emeralds and then 3 green concrete. For next row, let's do our 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green, 1 block of emeralds. Let's do 2 green just going up, just right there. And then let's bring our blocks of emeralds down, just like that. And just do 2 green. Alright, for our next row, let's do 2 green. I meant not 2 green, but 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. Let's do block of emerald in the middle. And then right here, let's do 4 blocks of emeralds, 1 green, 1 block of emerald, 2 green, 4 blocks of emeralds. And then let's do 2 green. Okay, for our next row. So we got 4 here. Let's do another row. Let's do another green concrete here. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's go ahead, guys. Whoops. Let's do 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. Let's bring our block of emeralds down. Then right here, no, let's do 2 more. Alright, right here, do 1 green concrete, 4 blocks of emeralds, and then 3 green concrete. Alright, for our next row, let's do 3 green concrete going up, just like that. Let's do 1 block of emerald, 1 green concrete. Let's bring our block of emerald down, and then right here, place another green concrete. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block of emerald. And then let's do 2 blocks of green concrete. Alright, for our next row, let's do, starting here, let's go ahead and do 4 blocks of emeralds. Let's see. Let's do 1 green, 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. Let's bring our block of emeralds down to the end, and then place 1 green concrete. For our next row, let's do 2 blocks of emeralds, 2 green concrete. Bring our block of emerald down to the end, just like this, and then place 1 green concrete. For our next row, let's do 2 green concrete, 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. And then let's see. And then let's bring our block of emeralds down to the end, and then place 2 green at the very end. Okay. For our next row, let's do 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. And then let's bring our block of emeralds down to the end, and then place 2 more green concrete. For our next row, let's go ahead and do 3 blocks of emeralds, 1 green concrete. Let's come down here and just place a green concrete, just like that. Then bring your block of emerald down to the end. Okay. For our next row, let's go ahead and just do 3 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. Let's come back down here. So starting right here, let's do 4 blocks of emeralds, 1 green. And then just fill the rest of this in with your block of emerald. Just like this. Okay. Now for our next row, let's go ahead and just do 1 green concrete, 3 blocks of emeralds. Alright guys, I want you to grab a new block. Let's grab some red concrete, and then starting right here, let's do 4 blocks of red concrete, and then bring your block of emerald down to the end. Okay, for our next row, 2 green, 1 block of emerald. Now let's come all the way down here. Let's do 2 green concrete, 2 red, and then let's fill this in with pink concrete, and then just like that. For our next row, let's do 2 more green on top. Then let's do 2 blocks of emeralds. Let's do 2 pink, 1 red concrete. Then let's bring our pink concrete down, stop it right over top of our green, just like that. And then on top of this green concrete here, let's do 6 blocks of emeralds going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like this. Alright, let's move on to our next row. Let's do 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 red concrete, 4 pink concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 red concrete, 3 pink, 2 red, and 2 pink. For our next row, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of emeralds. Let's do 1 red. Let's bring our pink concrete down, just like that. Let's place a red concrete and just do a block of emerald. Alright, for our next row, let's come all the way down here where we got our red concrete and just simply place a green concrete. And then let's fill the rest of this in with our blocks of emeralds. Just like this. Alright, for our next row, let's do 2 green concrete, just going up. Let's do 1 block of emerald, 1 green. Let's come all the way down here where we got our red concrete and go a block back right here. Go up, and let's just place 3 green concrete going straight up. Alright, let's fill this in with our block of emerald. And let's fill this side in as well. For our next row, let's come right here to our red concrete, go on top of it, and right here, let's place a green concrete. And fill the rest of this in with your block of emerald. Right beside of it, do 2 blocks of emeralds. Alright, let's do 1 block of emerald beside of it. And then, alright, let's come back to our green concrete, and right here, let's do 3 green just going up, just like that. Alright, let's do 1 block of emerald, 2 green concrete, 2 blocks of emeralds. Come right here to our green and place a purple concrete diagonal. Let's go ahead. Well, we could, guys, just fill this in with gray concrete. Let's fill this in with gray as well. And then let's fill this in with gray. Let's do 2 gray on top just like that. And then right here, let's do 2 white, 1 purple, and there we go. So I am going to back up, ladies and gentlemen, and show you what we have so far. We have something that looks like this. Alright, let's go ahead and move on and build his eyes. So let's start right on top of our block of emerald here. Do 3 green concrete, 1 block of emerald, 1 purple, 4 white concrete, 1 dark gray, 1 block of emerald, 1 dark gray. Let's do 4 white concrete. Let's come here. Let's do 3 purple on top, just like that. For our next row, let's come back to our white concrete right here. Let's do 1 white concrete. And let's do a white concrete right there. And then you can just do 2 rows of gray concrete just like that. Alright, right on top of a block of emerald, place a dark gray. Let's do 1 white, 2 gray, and then 2 white, just like that. And then right beside of our purple, do 2 white, 2 dark gray, 1 white, 1 purple, 1 white. And then let's do a white concrete there as well. And then there we have it. Okay. Alright, let's start with a purple concrete right there. Right beside of it, let's do 3 blocks of emeralds. Let's go ahead and bring our white concrete over just like this. Let's do 2 dark gray, 3 white concrete, and let's do a dark gray. For our next row, let's do 4 blocks of emeralds, 1 purple, 3 white concrete, 1 purple, 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 dark gray, 1 purple, skip 1. Well, let's just do a dark gray. Then let's place an emerald at the very end. For our next row, let's go ahead and do 2 blocks of emeralds, 2 green concrete, skip all, well, let's just bring our dark gray down just like this. Do 2 blocks of emeralds, bring your dark gray across, and then just place 1 block of emerald. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and do 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green concrete, 1 block of emerald. Let's do our dark gray just like that. Place 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 dark gray, and 3 blocks of emeralds. Let's go up. Let's do 2 green concrete, 1 block of emerald, 1 green. And then let's bring our block of emerald down and stop it with 1 block left. For our next row, let's do 2 blocks of emeralds, 1 green, 1 block of emerald, do 2 green concrete, 1 orange, 1 green, 1 block of emerald, and 1 green concrete. Alright, heading up, right on top of our green concrete, right here. Let's do 3 orange going up. And then right beside of our block of orange, let's do 2 blocks of gold. 1 orange. 2 blocks of gold. Just like this. Let's do orange diagonal right here. Do 1 on top. Let's bring our block of gold up to the same height, just like that. Do this as well. Let's fill this in with blocks of gold. Alright, for next row, let's go do a diagonal block of orange. 1 block of orange right beside of it. Then let's fill this in with block of orange. For our next row, let's do 3 orange concrete. Come all the way down here where we got our orange. Let's place 1 orange concrete there. Fill the rest of this in with block of gold. For our next row, right beside of our orange, do 2 blocks of gold. Let's do 2 more on top, and then 1 orange going to our right. Alright, let's do an orange concrete right here. Skip 1. Let's do a block of gold. 1 orange. 1 block of gold. And 2 orange. Next row, let's do a diagonal orange, just like this. Let's do 1 gold. 1 orange. 1 block of gold. Now, right here, let's do 2 orange going straight up. Right beside of it, let's do a block of gold. Let's do 1 orange concrete right there. And then right here, let's do 2 blocks of gold. And finally, guys, to finish it off, do 1 block of orange concrete. And there we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have finished Kevin the Sea Cucumber here in Minecraft. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this tutorial has helped you guys out and it was easy to follow along, because I tried to make this as easy as possible to follow along, so that way you guys do not get confused or stuck or anything like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and comment down below what you think about this build and if it has helped you guys out. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a long way to go with building pixel art, because I plan on doing a lot, and I mean a lot more stuff for you people. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you do not miss any future pixel art builds I do here on the channel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been me, your boy, Snowman1999 here. And until the next video, stay safe, have fun out there. I love you guys to death, and I will see you all in the next video.